Maybe 2, 3 years ago, I kind of really got back into wrestling hardcore. Like I've been in and out of it since the 80s, you know. Mat Mania is an album that came together thanks to myself and a partner of mine, a producer, Lynx Kinetic out of Arizona. I met a producer who also was a huge wrestling fan, and he ran a really cool podcast, and he had me on the podcast once, and I think that's what hooked me. So we just began working more, and he's like, you know what, I've always had an idea for a project where I would flip, the themes of wrestlers and work it into full songs and just dig into a concept. Every rapper has made a reference to being Ric Flair or somebody, but I was like, let's take it a little deeper and go into their story. So we started with my favorite of all time, Macho Man, and we created a track, The Madness. It's been a lot of fun putting it together. The EP came out dope. We dropped it right at WrestleMania. Wrestlers are what rappers want to be, minus the big muscles and, short shorts, but like being the center of attention is really what it's all about, and being larger than life. And I think seeing a 6'6", 300-pound, just buffed guy, who just dominates is basically what every rapper is in their mind, so I feel like it's a natural connection. So seeing those similarities, and so it really got me interested in it, and made me podcast about it, write about it, blog about it, and then later rap about it. So it wasn't just about being the flyest, but it was just about kind of telling that story, because that's what good wrestling's about, telling a story in the ring. Xavier Woods and Kofi and Big E told me they all loved the New Day track. I wish I could have been there when they all listened to it, because Woods, I think they were overseas, and he said he played it for him in the locker room. And Big E was like, yo, how did he manage to fit like everything we say into one song? Like, that's crazy. So they were really impressed with it, and that, to me, was enough. Like, that's all I needed. The fact that they approved it, well, that they listened was even dope. It was like me meeting Keiji Inafune, the maker of Mega Man, and wanting to be like, like, wow, we just, you created so many memories for me. And it's the same with these wrestlers, so it's huge for me.